I've got a new video for you guys because Roman Atwood is a vlogger here on YouTube, and he recently posted a video where he walked through everything he's gone through the last couple of years with a terrible stalker, and the stories he has shared are so scary and chilling that family channels all across the platform should be taking notes. So let's talk about it. If you guys don't know who Roman Atwood is, he is a vlogger here on YouTube, like I said, but he has over 15 million subscribers, so he's pretty big, but he hasn't been on YouTube that often this past year because of what he's been going through. He walked through everything in a new video titled Forced Off YouTube. Full FBI story, and as soon as you see FBI, you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? At least that's how I felt, and I immediately clicked, and I was shocked to hear the story that he told. As a YouTuber, I get like the creeps, I get the terrible comments, and there are some weirdos out there. It's part of the gig. But what this man went through is incredibly scary and shouldn't happen to anyone. Before we talk about his story, just a little bit of background. He has been on YouTube for 12 years now. He is 37 years old with 4 children and his wife, Brittany, who he seems really happy with.
The super obvious question is, why have you guys literally disappeared? It wasn't like, hey guys, we're gonna take 2020 off. It was like we disappeared.
I was actually really sad watching his newest video because I used to watch his vlogs back in the day, and he is so positive. I just remember him being such a happy and positive person. So for all this to happen to them was shocking. In Roman's new video, he talks about why he left YouTube, and the reason he did was because he was fearing for his own life and the safety of his children, because the stalkers he was experiencing were insane, like way beyond. There's a difference between a couple of mean comments, but these people were inserting themselves into these people's lives.
We left YouTube out of the fear for our family.
It was a 24/7 ordeal, and he walked through a few stories that he shared that are honestly horrifying. One story he talked about was the fact that he went to a funeral and the FBI had to attend the funeral because they were getting messages that there would be a explosion at the funeral because of what this person was telling them. And every time they got a message from this person, these people, because it was a group of people, it was always very, scary, and that it was going to, I can't say the T word, the threat. It was going to tell them what they're going to do to them. You know what I mean? In one clip, Roman walked through the fact that they were driving in the car one day and they got a call from their insurance company for their car telling them that their insurance has been canceled because this person has enough information on them to go and contact all of these different agencies that run insurances and things like that.
I'm driving, like somewhere, you're just driving, and you get a call from your insurance rep to ask why we canceled our insurance.
Yeah, we were literally driving without car insurance.
No car insurance. Like illegally driving because this stalkers shut our insurance off. They got in and canceled our policies without us knowing.
That is so scary, like mind-blowing, because if you think about the information that they have to like gather before they can like allow you to cancel your insurance or to even get to the point to look at the account, that means these people have a ton of personal information on Roman and Brittany, his wife, and it's really scary. And honestly, this couple doesn't deserve it at all. Nobody deserves it. But it makes me think about the power of being on YouTube and family channels and things like that, because the Ace family, the LeBrand family, all of these other families, I hope they take some notes from this channel, who is quite large and really started kicking off the vlogging game, because these people have experienced terrible stalking, and I'm sure the Ace family, LeBrand family, I'm sure they've all had their fair share, but this is extreme. So it would be nice if some of these family channels would learn from Roman's experiences, because in the video, he continued talking about how these people were like cyber attacking them, like to the point where they could get into their housing system and make the alarms go off in the house. They could turn off the power in the house, so when it's winter, all of the heat would go off. This is actually so wild, because I don't know how they would be able to break these barriers to access this technology.
Literally in our vehicles, like shutting our vehicles on and off and powering them on and off and
setting the alarm off while we're just sitting at home with their kids.
Like the alarm in our house.
His wife was starting to cry at one point when they were talking about how the stalkers, whoever they are, would take pictures of the cameras, like the outside cameras, things like that, and will text it to their iPhones. They would change their numbers and immediately they would get a text from this person. So whoever they were tracking them extremely closely. It got to the point where the family could not leave their house, nor did they want to make anything for YouTube. You guys can see in this screenshot that their videos are pretty spread out. I mean, the first 2 rows are just from the last year, so they haven't been posting really much at all. But they have been hinting to subscribers that there's something going on, and that's why they cannot post. They were working, I guess, with the FBI very closely to try to get this under control. It doesn't sound like it's 100% taken care of, but it sounds like it's enough where the FBI is currently protecting the house and protecting them so that they can publicly speak about this. And I'm honestly glad they're publicly speaking about it, because I feel like there's now an army of people who want to support them because they know that these people are positive and kind and they don't deserve this type of treatment. Like, there are awful people in this world. I don't know why these awful people aren't over here like trying to do things to Peaches. Peaches is over here getting praised for doing the most awful things, yet this very positive family channel is experiencing horrible stalking. In 2018, we kind of got a hint that something was going on because they stopped vlogging, claiming that they were looking for something bigger. But at that time, it looks like they were just trying to figure out how to get rid of these weirdos who were ruining their lives. It got to the point where this family was fearful at all times, and police had to be on guard and had to work with the family to make sure they're okay. That's obviously so scary. And imagine just being a child growing up in this household. You can't go outside. You see your parents stressing all the time because they are fearful of what's going on. That would be a horrible environment for the children.
So it became a point so scared, we're fearing for our lives. Like, we literally have police all around our house all the time. It's just ugly stuff.
And it was taking our time. It was taking all day to resolve things and
Really
call
difficult.
people and just literally sit and worry and worry.
But thankfully, the police were there to help them and make them feel secure, because honestly, if I were him, I don't know what I would do. Like, some people in the comment section were like, you need to get up and move to Australia. But at that point, if these people are that determined, I don't even think moving out of the country would do anything. Like, these people actually need to be charged or put away because they've got some weird obsession with this Roman guy. And this could happen to any family channel. It's actually kind of happened to the LeBrant family because people are obsessed with their children. But I hope that people learn from this. Like, we really need to learn from this, because the kids being online and stuff like that, it's scary. I mean, Roman talked about in his video that they were getting messages that were so dark and so foul about their kids and just burning down the house and things like that. Their mail was being intercepted and they were getting mail that was just so far gone and inappropriate.
It's like you'd get a text or like a Discord message or something that would be like,
Even
if you don't,
a voicemail.
yeah, voicemails, tons of like, always, like, if you don't respond to me, you know, this is a game to me.
I'm sure Roman has a lot more stories on what has happened because it's actually insane, but I think he's going to be sharing them over time or slowly or whatever. Actually, in the video, I felt like he seemed kind of anxious along with the wife, maybe because they're just talking about this, but also maybe because they aren't 100% like secure yet. They're not 100% safe. Like, this is their first time publicly speaking about it, but they're not like, it's not like the stalking people are 100% gone. So it's really scary, and I hope that we all can take a lesson from this and support Roman, because I want to welcome him back to YouTube and to show him that there is still positivity here. There still is a reason to create content and to have this joy on the platform. But we also need to be safe. We need to protect our privacy, and we also need to protect our children. If you are worried about your children, probably don't include them in the YouTube videos. Luckily, this channel is a little bit better about it. They've like made it more of like a couples channel, more of like Roman's thing. But yeah, the kids shouldn't be on the internet because people will become obsessed with your children, and this could be you dealing with a weirdo obsessing about your kid, your family, or yourself. So please be safe out here on the internet. It's extremely dangerous, and I hope that Roman and his family have a little bit of peace, because it seems like the last couple of years have been hell for them. So I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.